Kelliot vlog #1. Where are we going, Kel?
Hopefully, Angel's Rest.
Angel's Rest.
Depending if there's parking.
Two angels on their way to Angel's Rise Trailhead is where we're going today. Not Angel Reese Trailhead, that's the name of a famous WNBA player. We're going to
Legend.
Angel's Rise Trailhead.
It's
part of Oregon State Park.
Yes.
Huh?
It's a red columbine. It's one of the wildflowers that grows here
Wow.
in the Pacific Northwest. Very cool flower. Hummingbirds love them.
But it's like in a different way.
It's
Like it's not like as
not
green.
hot out.
I can hear people coming in from behind us.
Oh, we slept.
Yes.
There's a lot of people.
Holy
We gotta
shit.
go.
We could go.
I'm hoping halfway up.
Surely halfway.
If we're gonna breathe. I see why they say don't come here when it's really windy.
Yeah, that'd be insane. There have been a few moments when we've been up here and I've been like, one wrong step, you know?
It's Washington State.
Washington isn't gonna listen to his device. Wow! Look at my hand, everyone. What do you think fucking happened? What do you think happened? I've had a fall, everyone. I'm still in shock.
Really fun for him.
Hey.
Yeah, you're hoping you got
We saw them at the top.
jeans.
They were at the very top. She was holding a Dutch press coffee. That's pretty amazing. We're about to be overtaken by like 20 people. And I think like 2 dogs. Kelliot.
So should we record an episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
Okay. I think that.
You
Whew.
remember how this thing works?
No, actually, I don't.
Is this thing on?
It's less of a cold open, and now it's more of a hot open.
Yes. I went to a comedy show last night. They had an opening act to warm up the crowd. He did 10 minutes, and then they said, now there will be a 20-minute break, and the main act will be on. And I'm like, you're cooling us right back down.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
this is
geez.
actually pissing me. I was like, I'm quite pissed off by this. Show was meant to start at 8. It started properly at 8:45. Doors opened at
Ooh.
7. Brutal,
Ooh.
right? That's almost
It's like going to a show where like it's a triple header type of thing, and the main act doesn't go on until 10:30.
yeah.
Hello,
It's
I'm
like,
in bed.
It's like promising like a community that you'll upload like another episode of a podcast like 1 week after the last
Yeah.
one, and then you don't actually do it for another like 3.5 months.
And then they don't say anything about it.
No. Even though like they're planning and plotting and they're talking like
Yeah.
in the background about like doing it. In fact, they're recording multiple episodes in advance.
Yeah.
And every time they record, they go, we should probably tell people that we're coming back. And then we go, and then we kind of just move on.
And they might even hire people,
Hmm.
and they still don't say anything.
Yeah.
I don't know who would do that though.
No, I don't know who would do that either. Yeah, it's like
Sickos.
it's something like
Sickos.
we are a professional because we're not like that, right? Because
No,
we're a professional
absolutely
podcast.
not. We've
Because we're
always,
prof-
if there's one thing about us, always been on top of things, always had
Yeah.
structure,
Always.
well-oiled machine.
Yeah. It's like we like, if you guys don't believe us, and it's always been like this. This podcast has always been like this, everything I'm about to say. Okay? This is definitely not the first episode of a completely new structure for us and a completely new system of working. It has always been like this. We have always had a run sheet for every episode. We have always had an editor producer named Jared. Everyone say hi, Jared, in the comments, because you guys have been neglecting him this whole time. You guys have been neglecting him for the last however many episodes, 48 or something. What the hell? Let's call this episode 50, even though it's not. I'd be like, we're back celebrating episode 50. We have always had
gaslighting.
We've always had like episodes in the bank. We've always recorded episodes 1 month before they get uploaded. That has always been the case, guys. Like it's never been a thing. It's never been we record on a Friday and then get it up on the Monday, which means you lose your weekend. It's never been like that. It's always
We'd
been.
never do that to each other.
We would never do that. We would always batch content. We would always be professional and have a proper like project management kind of
Proactive
style.
planning, looking ahead at timely events, and not texting each other the day of, asking, please tell me you have an idea of what we want to cover today. And maybe some days days were pushed and we recorded on another day because we couldn't do that day for one reason or another, you know. But that again that's never been what has been going on at Kelliot Enterprise.
Never. But I guess with all that being said, we can proudly say that we are officially so back. We are so back. And I will also say big things truly coming soon. It's not now, I guess, because we're recording, like we were saying, we're batching this shit. So it's like, well, the episode won't be uploaded for a little while. So we don't actually that's kind of crazy. We've never done anything like this. Well, we have. I just said so. But it's now like, this is
We've
like,
always done it.
yeah, it's like we're taking this. We're taking this. It's very exciting. We're very, very excited about what's going on.
Remember
here.
the last time we had the re-up and like, you know, like
the trends video.
we started, you know, like doing the job more better. And it was, so remember, like, just like hold that as a space of like, when you guys were like, oh my God, just imagine like double, triple that.
Yeah. Like money's involved now. Like we're paying someone. Yeah. it's like
there are stakes now.
Yeah, there are actual stakes. We have a group chat now. It's very exciting. It's
and we have someone we do not want to let down.
No,
we really do not
important to us. That's very important. That's necessary for this to work out. But it's very, very cool. We've got a lot of things planned, a lot of stuff happening. It's good to be back. Where have we been, Kel? Where the fuck have we gone? We should address that. Because we were in Portland. It is funny how the last time we did one of these was in IRL together. And I was like, I was like, before I left for that trip, I was like, I think in my head a little bit, I was like, this will either kickstart, like we're going to put so much more effort into it, or it's going to drop off. And I forgot why I thought it was going to drop off, but I think it's because of the break that would inevitably happen after, because I left Portland to go travel for like another few weeks. And I know that when we take more than 1 week off, or more than one day off, I would say, that usually rolls on to
completely falling off the wagon.
Yeah, it's
like,
not. It's
the wagon
not
is gone, rolled away.
Yeah, so we caught the wagon. We had to get it back.
Took a long time to catch the wagon. It was very fast. Picked up a lot of speed.
Yeah, because we always wanted to get back into it. We just didn't. I think at least I was waiting for you to message first. I think the whole for some reason.
God.
Okay. And I don't know. I think I think because I was editing, I knew it would take like more time out of my. I was like in a work mood. I got a YouTube video done really quick, and I was like, oh my God, that was like I have so much time, and I was like the idea of editing Kelly, it was like one more thing that would add to my schedule that would stress me out, and instead of like confronting like getting someone else to do that and like hiring another team member, I retreated, and I just let the weeks go by a bit, being like, oh, I'll wait until Kel messages, and that was bad. That was bad on me as a friend. That was bad.
No, I don't think of it like that, because that would also mean that I was complicit in doing the exact same thing. The way I like to think of it is that we were on summer break.
Yeah, winter break.
And like I know, like it wasn't, you know, again, this was all planned.
Yeah,
this was all planned. Everything about it. But you know, like you were on a long thing, and then it takes a long time to recover from like when you're on like extended vacations and stuff. Not that I know, because I really don't go on vacation, but the few times I have been on vacation in my life, I have like a long like recovery period that I have to go through to, like one of my followers gave me the best advice of it takes time to recover from recovering.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
Isn't that so twisted?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So it's like the same thing where I wanted to make sure you had your space. And did I fall apart in the meantime? Yeah. Yeah. But that's because I have my own shit that I'm dealing with.
It was an important time for both of us.
Yes.
To handle independently.
Exactly. But I'm excited to have the routine back because like truly like it's, you know, the door with the Cheeto as the latch.
What?
Meme.
The door with the Cheeto as
Jared.
the latch. Pull it up. Pull that thing up on the screen.
Jared, pull it up. That is Kelliot to my schedule. There's a very thin line between me having it together and me completely falling apart. So when Kelliot like took a beat, and even though we had like content batched for your trip, it really threw my schedule off. So
is Kelliot the cheat? So Kelliot's the cheat is, what do you mean by that?
Kelliot is the Cheeto. It's holding it all together.
Oh, I thought you meant it could snap at any time.
Oh, no. It's maybe this meme doesn't make any sense in application. There's a good chance of that because Matt has pointed out oftentimes I don't understand a lot of memes. I have my own interpretation of a lot of them.
There's definitely a way where this could work. I think it makes I think it does make sense.
Okay.
Because inherently, and we could do another hour on this. Inherently the Cheeto is holding the door. The Cheeto is the lock. And in my interpretation of that meme, it means that even though it's the latch, it's a latch that doesn't work, right? It's a latch for the idea of a latch.
Yes.
So Kelly,
and that something so like not like trivial, but like something that so like was what was holding my schedule together.
I see. I know exactly what. Yep. I completely understand what you mean.
If you will.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
It's less about what it is.
Yes. My therapist has pointed out that I oftentimes think in a lot of abstract metaphors that he can't always follow. And I'm like, keep up. Come on.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful way of seeing the world. I think that's fun.
Yeah. So that was that. But, you know, I'm figuring that out. And just like for everything that we've planned so far, and you guys have at this point in time seen a lot of it, it is like very exciting for me to have something to put all that effort into now, especially as like my work is starting to slow down for this part of the year. The second half of the year is usually slower than the first part of the year for me. So I'm excited to shift my focus.
And we miss you guys a lot. It's been very nice seeing the messages come through. Well, it was stressful getting the messages being like, hey, where's Kelliot? Because I was like, yeah, I should probably message Kel. But it was nice to, it's always a nice reminder that people enjoy this and people, it's you know, it's an important
designers
thing.
Who care.
Yes, it's true. I had a few people bump into me overseas saying, hey, love Kelliot. And I was like, that's really nice. So I think like, it's cool. And we really want to continue expanding this community. because it's actually doing. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, we have 20,000 subscribers on this thing. It's like, oh, it's
graphic design podcast. Graphic
you
design
don't expect
podcast.
it to work. But
What?
It's working, and
they were saying we couldn't do it.
Yeah,
they were saying we were gonna fall off.
I read a 800-page book since the last episode has been recorded. Isn't that interesting?
Don't tell me that.
We're already off schedule on our runtime. Guys, the way what we're doing today is it's a little bit of it's a as you can see by the border and everything's changed, everything's new. We've got segments, we've got episode structures and all that. And today's structure revolves around a very show and telly kind of style. We're going to be doing a number of things. We're going to be going through what we've been up to in our time off in the form of some presentations. And we've also going to introduce a new segment where we're going to go through some hot news topics that might be outdated by the time this comes out. But there are so little things that rock the graphic design world that I truly believe that if the Jaguar logo could still be relevant at this point in time, then what we are going to discuss is still relevant, even though it happened potentially a month or two ago. Yes. Because that is how that's how slow the industry is with exciting shit. So it's gonna be good. So buckle in for some bloody show and tell, I think is what we're going to be
structure.
And a little bit of structure.
Who would have thought?
See how we handle that. Well, should we get right into it, Kel?
Let's do it.
Well, first off of the ranks, guys, I want to tell you guys all about my holiday. You know, there's some photos and stuff. And I haven't even shown Kel these photos as well. So I've got some fun photos to show you all.
I'm very excited. I've seen a couple that I find quite humorous.
It was a good time. It was a really good time, and I think I hope this gives you a little insight. It's where my head's been at in the time away. So let me open this presentation and we'll get right into it. Right, fantastic. Ignore that. Return the bird. Okay. Elliot's big holiday, a retrospective. Kel, I would like to show you some fine photos from my time away across the world and invite you, the humble viewer, to enjoy my times. I've been very blessed in the last few years to be able to travel as much as I have. And I've really caught the travel bug, dare I say. And so this was my time on holiday. Kel, if you have any questions at any time, any questions, comments, of course.
I'll raise my hand.
Please, no, just
interrupt.
Just get, yeah. Otherwise, I will not. The train will not stop at any station. So let's get right into it.
Right.
Goodbye, little bird.
Incredible stuff.
Isn't it amazing how it can do that? It's a 3D rendering software. I designed in PowerPoint for my new video.
Was it all of this done in PowerPoint?
This was all done in PowerPoint.
Beautiful. You pay for a Microsoft subscription?
I have OneDrive, so yeah, I get because back on my old PC, I used OneDrive. I was a Microsoft kid for a long time, and now I've completely converted to Apple. Everything I own is now entirely Apple, and I haven't been happier. It's just better. It really is. Like, it just makes more sense. The Windows...
The seamless integration between products is just...
it's incredible. The phone sharing feature that I can just
incredible.
Mirror my phone and then take a photo from my Photos app. And instead of going through the cloud, I can just drag that photo into a folder.
AirDrop alone.
What the fuck? AirDrop? Why haven't I been utilizing that? I don't even...
Oh, AirDrop. Me and AirDrop.
I'm going...
My BFF.
I've been mirroring my phone to copy photos instead of AirDrop. Well, anyway, places I went to during my time away. Here's the world, as you can see. There's the world there. I went to some places. The United States of America, Greece, Italy, and Britain. Or the United Kingdom. Next slide. Here we are. There's us. There's us, Kel. There's us in Portland at the faceplant. This is first stop on the ranks. I got through customs. No worries at all after a brief interrogation about how I knew you because they asked, who are you staying with? And I said, a friend. And they said, how did you meet this friend? And I said, online. And they went, huh?
Yeah, sure, bud.
And I went, oh, it's through the graphic design community on Instagram. And I think that was enough to swell any fears, to really subdue them. That was nice. Look at my hair, short hair, but I got a haircut just before I left. Enjoying some meal. This was a fun time. Every slide is the bird. This is us on our big hike when we got lost in the woods.
This is where we've been.
This is a beautiful part of the world. Especially love the highway that you can be seen behind.
It's a really
Kel
good place for it.
Really good. I
and
love
just like this beautiful one of the oldest rivers in the world. And they thought, what if highway?
Yeah.
Right next to it.
Tunnel
next
would
to a
be
17 million year old river.
And it really, it's the Columbia River Gorge, right? That's the name. Yeah. Really enjoyable when you are enjoying the view and you can just hear, just
I like
constantly.
that in this picture, the scale almost looks a little off. So it looks like I'm giant.
Oh, yeah, true. Because it barely blurs out the background when you think about it. So it's all kind of like, Seeing Elliot's in here enjoying a Cliff Bar.
Good stuff.
I will say that we bought several snacks for this little hike. One of the snacks that I bought was a protein Pop-Tart.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to try it on this part of the trip, but in the next part, in the New York part, I got jet lagged so bad on the same night.
Oh, this is like when you passed away.
That was when I passed away. Yeah, I got the worst jet lag. I could not go to sleep. I was up until like 4 a.m. because my housemates that I was staying with had some friends over. I went to bed before the friends arrived, assuming I would sleep through it. They came home about 5 minutes after I got into bed. I didn't sleep for 4 hours because I was so and the housemates are very kind about it. No hate towards them. I love those boys, but I did have to eat. I was so hungry at about 11, and I thought I'd sleep it off. And then I had the protein Pop-Tart at 3:30 a.m. I remembered that I had the protein Pop-Tart, and it sucked. It sucked.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
It sucked. It was foul tasting, I would say. Like I can think about it, and it makes me sad.
What did it taste like?
It tasted very sweet, but had that distinct protein taste that a good protein bar will hide, I would say, by just packing it with enough sugar. This had enough sugar for the sweetness, yet could not mask the protein taste. And it was it was just rank. Honestly, it was rank. That's how I would describe it.
That's the beautiful thing about America. We have protein Pop-Tarts. We have protein Doritos. We're coming up with shit, that would kill many Victorian children.
More fiber is needed in your diets, everyone. Not protein, fiber, especially the young men.
Yeah, fiber.
Fiber, guys. Protein isn't the go. Fiber. Metamucil, I've started taking it because I have IBS now. That's a new development. Anyway, let's run that one back. Missed the transition. All right. Here's me in New York.
On your face there was actually quite beautiful.
It's amazing 3D rendering software. Then of course I went to New York. The place my
gripping a Corona?
I'm gripping a Miller High Life. What?
You know what? Hell yeah.
It's a good drink. It's got the lime infused. So it was a summer afternoon. I was wearing a hoodie. This was me at a little rooftop party I was invited to by a friend. There was I met a lot of people, met a lot of old friends. It was nice to recoup some old friendships. I got to see Julia, Buzz, Josiah, all these people from the Instagram design scene. Very talented people.
My queen.
Very, very talented people. And it was great to see all of them. I love that I have like a community in New York now that I get to. Sabrina, so many cool people. Sabrina, the best. Of course, Sabrina introduced me to the Abracadabra Magic Diner at Ridgewood, which is where I went most days and made a big deal out of it on my Instagram. That was a lot of fun. But of course, the main reason I go to New York is to see. Sorry, not this. I thought this was the musical slide. This is a photo of a Herman Miller chair
And so-
at the MoMA.
And so expand a little here, Queen.
This is just... This is just, this is a,
This is the ethos of Kelliot.
this is
right
what
here.
I go to. This is why I go to New York, guys, to go to the MoMA so I can see the Herman Miller chair that they had in, I thought it was very funny that they had a Herman Miller chair in the MoMA. I thought that was quite beautiful.
As it should be.
As it should be. It's an
It should
icon.
be.
I'm
It should
sitting
be
on
in
this very
every
chair.
museum. It should be in the Louvre.
You couldn't even sit on it, Cal. Can you believe that? And it was there with a bunch of other, like they had the first computer, the first Mac, and all that, the classic like tech area. And I thought it was cool that the Herman Miller. It's wild to me that you can just go to a store, buy it, and then chuck it in a bloody. I mean, this must be an older model. You would think. You would think this would be the first Aeron.
The arms look different.
Yeah, definitely. Eh? For sure.
I took my arms off.
I back that. My arms
It
don't
was
fit
actually
under my
really
new
difficult to
table.
do.
Oh.
But you can't take them off. It's just a hassle.
Yeah.
With my particular model, they changed them, so they're a little easier to take off now. But with my older model, it was actually quite difficult.
Of course we have Aerons, guys. You know I had the Cosm, have I told you about this? The Cosm chair? The other
You
chair that they
did?
have? They sell another version of, they sell many chairs. But there's another one called the Cosm, and the Cosm comes in light blue, and that's why I wanted it. And I got the Cosm.
Wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same because it doesn't have any adjustable features. The whole point of it is that it adjusts to you perfectly every time. And it did not adjust to me perfectly. I hated it. Hated it so much. It kept leaning back.
I found that.
You couldn't tighten it. Yeah. So I was just back here and I was like, what the hell is this? I think I just needed to probably have better posture and it would have worked. But I don't have... I'm a
It's like you
natural
can
lean
lean back in these.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like it'll push
It's a
you
bit of
back.
force.
Yeah, you have to push pretty
Yeah.
hard to lean back.
The other one I had to engage my core while I was working at the desk, and that's not something I wanted to
Which is
focus on.
good, but
is good.
You shouldn't have to feel like you're doing a crunch the whole time you're sitting at your desk.
And then I just kept watching. It was after I bought it that I started watching videos of comparing it to the Aeron. And everyone said, don't get the Cosm. And I went, why did I just buy the Cosm? Because I was like,
And
they're
I
the same
imagine it
price.
was also really, I imagine it was affordable.
Classic. Well, a chair that you want to last for 10 years, that you want to sit in for 10 years. That's what I try to do with every furniture that I buy. I was like, I'll get the chair that it'll adjust to me over time. And within a week, I was
Buy
like,
it nice
I'm
or buy it
returning this.
twice.
I messaged them and I was like, can I swap out for the Aeron? And they said, we never do this, but we will let you do it. And I was like, that's very nice. They had someone come to my apartment for free to take it away and bring the new one instead.
What the hell?
Incredibly generous service. Shout out to Living Edge in Alexandria.
Wow. Great chair.
This is why.
You got to see Sunset Boulevard?
Got to see Sunset Boulevard. I saw it twice. I went with a friend at the matinee session. I had no idea what to expect. It was the best show I've ever seen in my life, I would say.
I'm so jealous.
I'd never heard of Sunset Boulevard. I'd never listened to it. I didn't know what it was about. And it blew my mind how good it was. The way they filmed the entire show, not the entire show, but parts of it. And then on the right there, that is on a screen, right? That's a screen. That's not a projection. That is a giant LED screen that reaches the top to the bottom of the stage. That's the only set piece. It's unbelievable. And this is when I went again a few rows near the front. I think I was in the second row in the second time because I was like, this is the best show I may ever see in my life, and I need to see it again. And it was incredible, absolutely incredible. Shout out to the director Jamie Lloyd. He knows he's controversial. People don't like the screens. People don't like the filming. Fuck off, I say. It's unbelievable how good it was. You a musical head?
I enjoy them.
You ever seen Sunset Boulevard?
I have not. I would like to.
I've thought about singing for you.
I also want to see O'Mary.
Oh yes, I also went to O'Mary. I went to O'Mary. I have the photo. I didn't put it in the presentation. You would enjoy O'Mary. It was a very good show. That was a very good show.
I like. I would want to see it with Jinx Monsoon.
Yes.
But I know she's finishing soon.
It's a very intensive role. I'm not surprised that people are only doing short stints in it because it's fucking, it's a lot. You're on basically the whole time, I think. It's pretty crazy.
I love Jinx. She was one of my favorite drag queens before she got on Broadway. She kills me. She absolutely kills me.
I first heard of Jinx when I saw a clip from the Pirates of Penzance that she was in. And I was like, that's so fun. I was like, she's hilarious. And then like a whole new world has opened up to me. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a very,
awesome.
Mary was a great show. I also saw, what else? I saw 5 shows, I think. I saw Operation Mincemeat. That sucked in my opinion. Oh Mary, that was really good. I will say probably a bit overhyped. I was expecting it to be like the funniest show I've ever seen. And I was like, okay, they've really, I think they could have gone crazier if it wasn't. I wanted it to be a bit like more. I wanted them to take it further, but you can't because it's on Broadway. So I was like, I get that. Like it was like, I get why.
Sense.
Yeah. But it's still very good. Sunset Boulevard, best show I've ever seen in my fucking life. What else did I say? I saw Gypsy with Audrey McDonald, and that was incredible. I saw that the day before I saw this, and I remember seeing that and went, I think I just saw the best performance I'll ever see in my life. And then Nicole Schwarzenegger did Sunset Boulevard. I said, I think I actually have seen the best performance I may have ever seen in my life. They were both incredible, both deserving of the award. But I do think, personally, Nicole did deserve to win. She was unbelievable. She is the role. Her life resembles the role. It was quite incredible. But yeah, I love the theater. The theater makes me so happy and revitalizes me forever.
That's sweet.
Some more photos of New York here. I was calling my mum while sitting on this pier, watching the sunset in Williamsburg while waiting for a friend. I don't really like Williamsburg that much, but this part is beautiful at the river. And then I went to Greece, Kel. I went to Greece. Here's Elliot in Greece. That's me on an island on the left, in an island called Andros. I went with Katie and her family. That was very fun. And on the right, that is me in Athens, in front of the Acropolis. Very cool. Greece was very hot, very cool. I enjoyed it. Some really cute little places in Greece, I would say, in Athens specifically. Some like nice little like wine bars and stuff that have logos that make you go, hello. I know that the design scene is pretty booming in Greece. I had a lot of followers reach out being like, hey, and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize it was so big over here. Very talented designers there. There's me wearing Katie's sunglasses, pretty cool, and there's us, the lovely couple on the right there, overlooking on this in Andros. What a joyful time!
Very European.
Oh, incredibly European, right?
With those, like I've seen Katie with those sunglasses on. They look very cute on her. When you put them on, it's you gotta put on the tightest skinny jeans known to mankind.
Yep.
And then those shoes that European men wear.
Oh yeah.
Do you know the one?
I know the exact one. I felt out of sorts wearing my wide-legged and Wanda trousers and my Keen sandals. Can you imagine it? Double and Wanda and Keens? What is this guy doing? And the Gentle Monster sunglasses? Bloody hell.
Incredible.
Pretty cool get up.
Incredible.
And then we went to Italy. We went to the Amalfi Coast with Katie and her friend. These were some of the views from our Airbnb that we were staying at. It was pretty unbelievable. Holy shit. It was like actually unreal. One of the most beautiful parts in the entire world, I would say. This is some more shots of it. There's some beautiful pasta that we had on the left there. And then that's just like the town square. It's very touristy. I can't even think about pasta
right now.
Oh, it was so good. The clam pasta. Holy shit. It was very like piazza style, right?
Yeah.
And it's very touristy, like incredibly touristy, because I think it's just so like, it feels like you're in a theme park. Like it's ridiculous. Like you can't even believe that places like this exist.
It looks like you're on like a movie set or something.
Yeah, legit. Like that's exactly what it felt like. And it was so small, so condensed. And we did a little boat day and we got to see like the cliffside. And it was just, you just can't even like comprehend. Like the photos didn't do it justice at all. Yeah, we were taken to like little swimming spots and stuff. We just found this guy. We WhatsApped him the night before and we're like, hey, are you free tomorrow? And he was like, yeah, I can pick you guys up at 9 a.m. And we were like, what the hell? And then he just took us on his little boat around the coast. And it was like, I could not take it all in, I guess. It was like, it's unbelievable how they built all of this stuff on the coast. Like I can't even imagine it. And there's no highways to get there or anything. You got to take these windy roads.
No,
it's ridiculous.
that was their mistake. They should have put a highway right next to the coast.
They should have put a highway. They should have dug into all of these mountains. But it's truly one of the most beautiful places. I am, of course, Italian, so I felt right at home speaking my very, very one or two words. Very limited Italian.
One or two.
But I'll tell you what, Cal, the word grazie came to me very naturally. I'll get the cacio e pepe. And I went, oh, you're Italian? I said, on my mother's side. And then I went to, of course, London, finished the trip here for a few days in London.
I forgot you went to London until you texted me.
It was a little add-on. And we saw the Tates in the middle there, just some photos of the area. I went, of course, on my own last time for the Minecraft event, and I was like, wow, I really like it here. And I think I can see myself moving here for a little bit for sure, because I think I have decided that I need to be close to either Broadway or the West End, and I need to be close to a grand theatre district, because it makes me so unbelievably happy being that close to that many good shows. Oh, sorry, I was going to go to the next one. We'll go back once. Ignore that. Get back here, bud. But yeah, it's just so there's just so much more money in the arts, and it makes me sad. And Sydney's just even Melbourne's becoming similar, where it's just there's just nothing being put towards it. It makes it very, very sad. So it's nice to see an actual theatre district. Can you imagine a theatre district?
I can.
They're just everywhere, every corner you look, you're like, what the? Oh, it was so cool. And I went
to a lot of little shows when I lived in LA. I saw.
Oh yeah.
I saw a performance of Into the Woods.
Oh, what a show!
It was super, super small, but it was so good. I still follow a couple of the actors on Instagram, and it's been 8 years since. But it was just a small. There were maybe 50 people in the audience.
Oh, I love that.
It was
an intimate musical?
It was the best performance I've ever seen of Into the Woods, and I've seen a couple.
That's so sick. I love that musical so much. I love
it's so good.
Sondheim. It's I think sometimes musicals are especially done well in independent productions in a very small, intimate space.
Yes.
With a stripped back band. Do you know how big the orchestra was? If there was just a few?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah. But it wouldn't have been a pit, a Broadway stuff, right?
No.
Yeah.
It was too small of a theater.
It's so sick when they do it like that.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Those actors are doing well. I took some photos here. This is Glug. And I thought this was very funny. I found this in a cool...
Graza.
Yeah, legit. I saw this and I went, what the fuck is that? Glug with the cooking and for drizzling with the two different colors. I had never seen Glug before. I guess this is the British European version of Graza, maybe? I don't know.
That's funny.
There was no Graza in this store, but it had hay, it had everything that you would expect in a place
just
that would sell Graza.
Just the contrast label, the green lids. Graza has switched to glass. I don't know if you've heard the update.
Really? We should put it in the news segment. Oh my goodness.
Because people were complaining about the plastic.
Well, Glug should bloody follow suit. This is the exact same strategy. I think I prefer Glug. Personally, I really do enjoy this. If there was no Graza, I'd look at this and I'd go, cool, that's actually sick. I feel like Graza is more on the nose of that style.
Yes.
This is more it's a bit humble. I feel like it's a bit more humble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Graza's really, and when I say try hard, people immediately think that it's I mean it entirely in a derogatory manner, but it's a different, I don't know how to describe it, but there's a, on a scale of 1 to 10 in that style, Graza would be the 10. This is a 6.
Yeah.
It's more scaled back, but still in the same ballpark. They're cut from the same cloth.
For sure. Even basically the same color palette, but I do like the orange.
The same little nipple lid.
Yeah, ridiculous. I think I found a third one later, but I didn't take a photo of it. The third, a different color, but it's ridiculous. How about this, Kel? Elliot's bar.
Oh my god.
Couldn't believe my mind.
Did you go and get a shirt?
I lost my mind. I did not. I couldn't step foot in here. I couldn't bear step foot in Elliot's. It was too much. There was simply too much pressure. But yeah, that was a busy place. And then we went to Evita with Rachel Ziegler, the performance, another Jamie Lloyd production. And this was.
What was it?
Well, we saw the first preview. It was the last night we were in London, and it was the first night of Evita, the first preview. So no one knew what to expect, and it was incredible. I had no idea what Evita was going into it. Much like Sunset Boulevard, except I would say the story of Sunset Boulevard is a lot easier to follow. So Jamie Lloyd directs in a way that makes it kind of hard to follow the story anyway. It's kind of like for fans, if you know the musical, you'll enjoy it even more. I didn't know that going into both shows, right? I found that much later on when I started looking at the reviews for this show. That all said like, hey, if you didn't know the story, then good luck. And I was like, that made a lot of sense. I had no idea what was going on most of the time. I even had a program which had the story. I read it. It still didn't make as much sense as I wanted to. But now I understand the whole thing. Yeah, it's like brilliant music.
I have no idea what's
incredible
going on.
music. Oh, and also like audio issues that I imagine they solved, but like I couldn't even hear the words at a lot of the points. So that was kind of tough. But the main thing about this production, I would say, is that it's iconic for the one scene of Rachel Ziegler on the balcony of the theater singing to the people on the street, right? Singing Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, the most famous song from Evita, the one that people go to, the showstopper, right? And I knew about this and I was excited. I love the screen thing. And the whole thing was like, it shows, you see inside the theater a recorded version of her singing to the people, right? You see like the live stream of her and then it cuts to the crowd. Now I saw it in the first preview. No one really knew about the fact that she was singing on the balcony. Like they'd only done a few tech rehearsals and she was on the balcony and a few TikToks had been made, but it wasn't popular yet. So there was about a handful of people, like 50 people kind of watching. And most of them just were walking by and they started watching. So you've got this amazing voice of Rachel Ziegler singing, dressed all up in like the classic like First Lady gown that she was wearing in the original speech, right? All dressed up, singing to the people. And then you cut to the crowd and there's like 50 people kind of standing around in this super wide screen. So it looks like no one showed up. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This sucks. I was like, this is awful. Like why film it like this? And then I saw a production like a week later when word got around and there was not a space to walk because the crowd is that busy watching her. And I was like, oh, that's why they do it. And then I was like, that it's actually a brilliant decision. It was an incredible musical. Rachel is I cannot believe she does this show 8 times a week or something.
Oh my God.
It's like one of the hardest roles in musical theater already. And like she said the last musical that she did.
Well, if anyone can do it, she can do it.
But this is the thing, like the last musical that she did was Shrek the Musical when she was like 18 and like in high school or something.
Wow.
Like it's I'm like, she did a Broadway show, last year, the Romeo plus Juliet, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then she does this and it's like on the first preview, it was like unbelievable. I'm like a star is born, Kel, dare I declare. So
many people are saying this.
If it transfers to Broadway, everyone should see it if you're in New York. It was an unbelievable show, but just listen to the soundtrack. Get your head around the story. Look into the story because I didn't really know what was going on. I wish I could see it again, but maybe if it goes to Broadway, I'll try and go back. But I'm going to try and limit how much I go to America.
Very fair.
Yeah.
Very fair.
And that, Kel, is my presentation. That's my present. That's not meant to be in there. Thank you for your time, Elliot. That's my quote.
Incredible. Is this
Impact?
Impact?
You enjoyed. That is Impact. Yes, that is
Beautiful.
Impact. It was the default.
An old friend.
It was the default font. That was in the program.
Well, phenomenal stuff, Queen.
Thank you so much. What an absolute joy it was to travel, but it's good to be back. Dare I say I started to miss work. Isn't that sad? I was like, I want to make a video like 2 weeks into the Europe part. I was like, I want to make a video again.
That was just your recovered mind talking.
Truly. That was me seeing a musical and going, oh.
Life is worth living.
We've got on the runtime 20 minutes dedicated to that show. That was over. That was like 30. I'm sorry about that. I'm now realizing.
That's okay. I don't. Jared. Incredible. I'm happy you relaxed and felt rejuvenated and inspired, and you got to see so many things that you were really interested in, and I'm glad you got to see so many shows.
Yes. It's always, thank you. It's always my goal, my main goal. People is second, meeting people, seeing friends and stuff. The first goal is to see as much theater as I possibly can. And people always go, you're mad when I tell them. Why? And I'm like, it's literally like, it rejuvenates my spirit in a way that nothing else does. It actually like, it makes me the best version of myself. I cannot express.
I think there are worse
amazing
things that you could be doing,
right?
Than going and supporting theater.
It's my vice. Theater, it's my vice.
It's my kryptonite.
That in Street Fighter. What can I say?
Theater. Where was the best food? Where was the best meal?
Oh, the best food. Oh man, good question. I would say the best meal. It was probably Greece. The fish and like the feta and the salads was so.
I bet their salads
fresh.
Go crazy.
It's really, it's like the unbelievable. Like the way they do it on the menu in like Greece, because I'd never been to Europe aside from London, so this was so new to like the good food. I mean, London's got very good food as well, but like the true like experience is going to a restaurant and then you've got like it marks on the menu if like the food is frozen or fresh, and I'm like, that's so new to me. You don't really know in Australia if it's
that
like fresh fish or not.
That would crumble American.
Yeah,
restaurants.
Right. It's like, oh no, this fish we caught today, and you're like, okay, that's pretty incredible, because it's just not possible, I think, in most parts of the world because of where. But it's just they're so like on the islands especially, they just catch it.
They're
so
so close.
And it's like it was so like so fresh. All the food was so fresh.
How was the coffee in Italy and Greece?
It was good. It was. I mean, I like my Australian coffee. And they do it differently in, Italy and Greece. It's a different way. So that kind of, I have my routine, but it was good. It was good. When I got used to it, I was like, yeah, this is actually good. The coffee in America sucks so much. So honestly, I was like happy it was nice. Like it sucks so much in America. But I
would disagree, but I think it's just a different style.
It's a different style and it's a worse style. The Abracadabra Magic Diner served Turkish coffee, which is much closer to what I'm used to, and it was unbelievable. It was so good. If you like Turkish coffee, you'd love. I
love Turkish coffee.
Lattes here. Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't understand. So you're telling me you like Turkish coffee, but you won't drink a cup of black coffee?
Yeah, the Turkish coffee usually had milk in it that I was having.
Oh.
It was like they roasted it. No, it wasn't like a traditional Turkish coffee, I would say. It was like more like it was in the essence of it, I guess. Like it was a Turkish diner. And they just had, you know what I mean?
Okay. Because like there's a really good place in Beaverton. I should have taken you there. It's called Family Cafe. And they serve phenomenal. I think they're in Iraqi. I don't know. But they have a really good Turkish coffee that I get every time I go there. And it's like, that's my favorite. I should have taken you there. I was unaware. I didn't think you would like Turkish coffee.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think so either. And then I was like, oh, this is very similar to what I have enjoyed. It's better. It's just better.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Kel, what the fuck have you been up to in the time gone while off?
Welcome to my presentation. Elliot, are you ready? Because I can't see
I am ready. I'm very excited.
Okay, cool.
No, you can't see me? That
I can't see you. I didn't know if you were still fiddling with your headphones or whatever.
No, I'm still here.
Okay, cool.
I'm attentive. An attentive student of
Keeping
the
a
craft.
bit of breath. All right. I'm sorry. I charged my other phone and it's buzzing nonstop. All right. Hi, class. This is cool things I've sewn while we were away. I have started sewing again, and sewing has really taken over my life. Positive connotation. It is truly like, it's given me so much. And just in the past 6 months, I've sewn just so much more than I ever have, because I finally have like the time and resources to sew. So here are some things that I have sewn while we were away.
Really putting the win in sewing.
Yes. So I don't know why this is in here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't.
Kel, these are just photos of Taylor Swift. This is not some things you've sewn. All right.
So this brings me to my Hamza. I don't know who put these beautiful pictures of Taylor. Who put these in my deck about my sewing? I don't know.
Did you just get engaged?
I did. I don't know. Not to me.
Yeah.
So anyway. So this is the shirt that I'm wearing. This is just a t-shirt. So this is in no particular order of stuff that I have sewn. Yes.
Oh shit! Cool.
I'm wearing it right now.
Yeah.
It's a cute little like cropped boxy tee out of some real licensed Realtree camo knit fabric. So yeah, that's this one. And if anyone sews and they want the links to these patterns, just let me know and I will give them to you, because I really love supporting like indie pattern makers, and I'm like mutuals with a bunch of the people who design these patterns. This was designed by Brandon from Happily Dressed. He's on YouTube. He's a phenomenal sewist and pattern designer. So he designed this pattern and one other pattern, I think, that's in this presentation. So yeah, I love this t-shirt. I love a good t-shirt pattern, and I'm finally finding some that I really like. I have some baby tees, and then I have like a boxier tee like this. So if you have any questions, let me know.
This is very cool. I always assumed those were more I mean, I never even knew how people made those. But I didn't realize it was, of course, it makes so much sense that the fabric itself has the print on it, rather than you make the shirt first. Yeah. And then you print the thing. I always assumed you did that. You printed it second. But it makes so much more sense. That'd be an awful experience.
This is in the industry. This is called an all-over print. And then it is a cut and sew. So that means that it's printed digitally, like sometimes it's like a heat transfer type of thing, where the ink is then transferred onto the fabric and then heat set. And then that's done on big rolls of knit. So this is knit. Like any t-shirt is knit, versus something like anything that's a non-t-shirt, like denim, is woven. So they're different. The weave is different. The knit is actually knit together, versus the weave is just a weave, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
So yeah, it's just that ink is then transferred onto white knit fabric. My only complaint about this fabric is that it really doesn't have much of a stretch. So the collar isn't as nice as I would like, because the fabric really doesn't stretch that much. And I wanted to still get it over my head, which is something that sewing is a humbling hobby. You become very aware of the shape of a body.
Yeah.
And that your head is much bigger than you think it is.
Mine especially. I didn't notice it until people started calling me big head in school. Oh, we can talk about that. I'll do an hour on that next week.
We can sidebar on that.
We'll unpack that. The therapy episode.
This is a denim jacket that I made, also by Brandon from Happily Dressed. I did not button that all the way, I'm seeing. But yeah, it has these cool pleats in the front that you sew these boxes over. I dyed this. This was originally white denim, and I dyed it. First, I wanted to do like a butter yellow. And so Kelly thought I could do just like a very light yellow to get like a butter yellow, you know? And what Kelly didn't consider in that is that it ended up looking like pee, like
yes,
like I peed on the jacket or something.
Yeah.
So it haunted me for like a week, and then I decided, I was like, okay, and then I like made this color on ritdye.com, and I was like, I like this like warm camel, and like the picture doesn't quite do it justice. It's a really pretty color, but it's like a brownish orange. So I really like how it came out.
It's a great color.
This is another one. This was no pattern. I just
How do you
like
even make this shit? like,
I just
I don't
freehanded
even know where
this.
to begin with. Yeah. Insane.
This is a technique called shirring. It's essentially where you just put elastic thread in your bobbin. And I made this out of an old sheet. And it's like a cotton sheet. And then I added some buttons and then some lace trim on the shoulders. And yeah,
Very
I did this
cool.
in a day. I really love it.
Wow.
Doing the lines took forever.
Yeah.
It took so long because you're sewing so much fabric because it has to scrunch down to fit you. So it's like the seams are genuinely like so long.
Yeah.
So
Like an accordion.
yeah, I love this shirt. It's so cute. Thank you to my parents for donating this sheet to me.
Cool.
This is another really cool shirt I made. I just added like extra buttons. So like the blue buttons are actually holding it down except for the top two buttons. But this is like I think it's like actually a quilting cotton, which means it's just like for quilts. But I wanted like a nice like baby barf green with navy thread. And then I wanted it to be more like industrial work shirt-esque. So it has like additional stitching and then like the box stitch at the bottom of the button placket. And then I didn't want the buttons to go all the way to the bottom. So they stop at about like my belly button. I love this shirt. The collar stand is too tall. So the collar's really high up on my neck.
Yeah, it's like a turtleneck.
So it's like a little too high. So when I wear it, I leave the top two buttons unbuttoned. But I love this shirt. I get compliments on it all the time. This is my baby tee. And so I made a Paul McCartney one. So I stitched these letters onto the front. It took so goddamn long. But a technique that I did is I literally glued the letters down with like Elmer's glue, like the stick glue, and then I sewed on top of it, and it kept the letters in place because I was trying to pin it and I was like, this is impossible to pin in place because it's all stretch jersey fabric, so it's really hard to actually keep it in place. And then I did his birth year on the back, not Jackie Robinson. Paul McCartney is just old. So I did that.
100 years old.
They're saying this.
In 17 years.
And he's still such a beautiful, handsome man. Paul, I'm free anytime. So yeah, I wanted to do like a ringer thing. So like the contrasting collar versus the sleeves, and then the actual cuff on the sleeve matches the main body. I love this shirt.
Yeah, this is so sick.
Also wear this all the time. This is a really cool houndstooth wool. I can't remember the name of this pattern, but I made this in like an hour. It's really cute. It has little darts on the upper half of the breast. It's a higher dart than usual, so it gives it more structure up top instead of down below. Just because I am on the shorter side, so I have to find good patterns that fit my body shape well. I love this shirt so much. It's very warm, unfortunately, so it's hard to wear in the summer, despite it being a tank top. And that's on me. That's on me. This is one of the earlier things I made this year, so the craftsmanship is not great. But I love this. It's a really, really lightweight denim, and I love this shirt. I get compliments on this shirt all the time. I want to make another one that's like a better quality. But I love this shirt. I don't love this shirt. I think the fit is a little weird. It's like tight in the shoulders, but I really like this. It's like a mustard yellow. It's a quilting cotton again with brown grid stripes. And then the buttons are like a burgundy, but they're gold plated around the edge. I really like that. So I just wish the pattern were a little bit different because it just doesn't fit me very well. And I could adjust it, but it's a lot of work and a lot of trial and error and patience I don't have. This is one of my favorite things I've made.
This is so cool.
This is my studio coat. I've made 2 of these now. This one is out of denim, and then I'll show you the other one. But I love this. It's a shorter sleeve, so it doesn't look like too oversized on me. Because I am really short, a lot of things will just kind of like swallow me. So I really, really love this. I wish it weren't so hot because I am looking forward to wearing this all the time in the fall. And then this is the second one I made out of a kind of like a army greenish brown cotton twill. This one has ties versus this one does not have ties. I don't think I like the ties very much. They don't really do much.
I
in
rock
the
with the
placement.
ties. Yeah.
The placement of the ties
sick.
is weird. I don't know if I like where the pattern puts the ties, but whatever. I really like this. I did a little bit of a different stitching technique on this one than this one. There's more like double lines. And then the details on the pocket are really cool. Like the way that I tacked the pockets down is like a nice little detail. But this is the one I want to make for you because I just love this pattern and it works up really quick.
So cool.
So
It looks so comfortable. It just hangs on the shoulders.
oh, it's
Loose
great.
and-
Like
Yeah.
it's so nice just to have, like if I would just want to like throw it on, like to take Benny out on his walk or like go to the mailbox or something. Like it's just like so nice.
I also love
And
the
it
feeling
always-
of like the sleeves that kind of hang. Like I've got the t-shirt I'm wearing under this has like really long kind of like 3/4 sleeves as well. And I love like just it feels so nice and like it's kind
I
of
used
it's
to
like a weighted
really
blanket.
hate them,
Yeah.
but now I'm like, it really makes an outfit look put together when
Yes.
you don't really have to try.
Yeah. Gives it some structure. It's cool.
Yeah, it makes you immediately look artsy.
Yes.
And
And
that's
when you
just- it's
pose like that, girl.
in my bedroom.
I was going to say, comments to the presentation of this as well. Did you really? I was expecting just photos of them on the rack. But this is
Oh.
like you.
No, I'm
this
annoying.
Is pride. No, it's
forgot.
good. Yeah.
So yeah, that's those. This was the first pair of jeans I made. This is a barrel leg denim out of some very heavyweight denim. This was like so stressful to sew. At the like back part of the yoke, which is on like the top of your tailbone. There were 12 layers of fabric that I had to sew through. So 12 layers of a medium weight denim that I sewed through with my new sewing machine. And it was so cool. I love these jeans so much. Like, I know not everyone is into like a barrel leg, because this is like a true like horseshoe barrel leg jean because they do have a curved outer seam. My mom thought I was just standing funny when I brought these home. She really didn't understand them. But the darts in them are so cool. I love these jeans so much. So yeah, I want to make another pair.
The line on the knees there.
Yeah, those are the
That's-
darts.
The darts. Okay. They're cool. They're cool. I would buy a pair of jeans that had darts like that. That's a sick
Thank
accent.
you.
Yeah.
It's essentially you add darts to help sculpt the fabric.
Yeah.
To kind of like make it rounded. So you'll see darts typically on like women's tops. So it's more fitted
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the bust. But you can put them in jeans. Sometimes you'll see them at the lower back or like the waist of jeans to get them to hug the lower back more to give like for the waist to fit. And then there's still room for your butt. But yeah, you can add them in the legs and then you can make the legs move a certain way or have the fabric lay a certain way so it has more of this like structure
Yeah.
to it. So I love these pants. I really want to make another pair. But it's all flat felled seams if you, my sewists out there. It's a very annoying seam to sew, but it's beautiful. It makes them so strong. I love these pants. So there's another pair of pants made out of my camo. I love these pants as well. You can see the detail on the butt pocket there's like a little triangle at the top.
Yes.
That's the technique I did on my work coats, or like my studio, on my studio coats. And then in the middle of the butt pocket, you can see there's cat hair on these. There's a seam that goes up to the waistline. That's one of the back darts that I was talking about. So it gives that more structure, so it lays flatter, but still like gives you like shape in the butt. So it's not just like, I don't know, like just like too loose, I guess.
Yeah.
I love these pants. Huge pockets on the front.
I like how the light green sections look like someone like around like dancing, and like on the left, like in the front picture, on the the light green parts.
It does.
Does
It
anyone
does.
see
It looks like
the little stars, little
yeah. There's like
little
someone like
dances.
jazz running.
Yeah, it's like I see things like that in everything, Kel. It's kind of
So you're kind of
my imagination
you
is.
see art everywhere.
I should have included a photo of that Trump cloud. That was so funny. Anyway,
In the
that was,
vlog.
in the vlog.
So yeah, that's these, and then this is the same pattern.
That's such a good
but
fabric.
in denim.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So these came out way more 70s Western than I anticipated. But I love them so much. Like, they're so cute. I wear these truly all the time. But just like the yellow top stitch thread is so pretty.
That's so cool.
Oh, I don't know if I put that there.
They're scattered through.
I didn't know. I wasn't even thinking about that being
and
in there.
And you sewed that?
I wish. But this is a really pretty dress I sewed last week. We had a funeral that we had to go to, but it was like more of a service, not like all black funeral type of thing. So I was like, okay, I'll wear navy. And this was probably a little risque to wear to a funeral. I'm aware. I did get some passive aggressive comments from old people there. I thought it looked good. So I made this out of a linen rayon blend that was indigo dyed, and it is like butter on. Like it is so just like it's heavy, so it drapes really well. It's cut on the bias, which means that so like if something's woven, it's intersected. So you have like vertical and horizontal pieces of fiber. The bias is the diagonal. So instead of cutting something perpendicular to the weave, you cut it on the bias. So it's cut on the diagonal. So when you, like if you look at
I
the
see
dress,
it.
you can see that it's going diagonally.
I have a few clothes like this, I feel. I've noticed that before. Yeah.
It like hangs really like well on your body. So there's no zipper or anything in this dress. Like, because it has kind of like some give. And the back has a deep V as well. Not as deep as the front. But it's just like, it is so beautiful. I love this dress so much. I cannot wait to make another one. I want to make a shorter one. This one is like floor length. But I love it. I love it. And that was the last thing I made. Not the white bar at the top. Not the white bar at the top.
You're very skilled, Kel. It's quite incredible. I hope that one day I can it's cool that you just, because you don't like obviously like the design being the main work. I guess like that's what you present most online, and then you give hints at that kind of the sewing stuff. But it's like it is quite incredible. You should be very proud. That's a great hobby. I know you talked about how you think it's a bad hobby. It's a great hobby.
It's like
it's really cool.
Sewing is so important as like a radical act, as a means of like taking care of your clothes, but also like being able to transform clothes and fabric in a new way. So it's like still like you're extending the life. And I don't do like thrift flips very often because you have to be really good at understanding garment structure and fit. And I would much rather just pick out fabric and pick out pattern and work with that. But I recently inherited my great grandmother's sewing machine. If you guys saw my reel on Instagram, where it's from 1948. It's in my office now. I had to drive really far to get it from my parents, but it has made its way back to my office. So I'm really excited to sew on it because that's like the machine that clothed my grandma and my mom.
Yeah. It's just sick how you can just make your own clothes. You just go, oh, I want to.
Thank you.
It's something you just don't even. I never even considered the idea of doing that in my life. You know, like what a shame.
Something like switched in my brain a couple months ago where I was like, I should start sewing again because I grew up sewing. I started going to school for fashion design, so I was in like industrial sewing classes when I was in school. So like, I have like some professional teaching, but I only had a quarter of that. But sewing it is just like it's so fun and rewarding. It's very challenging. But it has brought me just an immeasurable amount of joy this year. And my to sew list is so long. I owe so many people so many garments.
Oh no, you're promising now.
Yeah. Because like that's my love language is giving people handmade gifts. Like but like my bar for handmade gifts, like I will accept any handmade gift. I don't care if it's like a doodle you did on a napkin. I will frame it and it'll live in my house forever. But like handmade gifts are so meaningful to me, like to give to people.
Yeah.
Because like I hate the idea of like buying something and I'm like, well, I could make that. And that like that worm has burrowed so many holes in my brain because I'm like,
I lost that worm. I used to have that worm. It was good. I used to make the best cards for people for Christmas and shit. It was so good. And then I something changed in me. I don't know what it was.
The worm left.
Adulthood, perhaps. Yeah.
So
tragic.
That's my sewing. That's what I sew. And that's not everything that I've sewn. Those are my like favorites.
The highlight reel.
Yeah, I think like the things that are the most interesting. Like I've sewn like other things that I guess like are just I don't consider them that interesting. But more like basic garments. Like I have a really pretty white skirt that I've like a long white skirt that I've sewn. And I wear that one all the time as well. But I haven't bought any new clothes this year.
That's so cool. That is
all my new
cool.
clothes I have to make.
What a great rule. What an incredible rule.
It's really fun. It's really fun. I don't want to think about how much money I've spent on fabric.
Probably less than you would have spent on clothes, I feel, right? Okay. I mean, don't worry about it. We won't think about it.
I don't buy new clothes really ever. Like I like majority of my wardrobe to begin with is already like thrifted or vintage. Or like I buy from like high quality blank brands like Everybody World or Los Angeles Apparel.
Yeah.
Like if I want like my shorts that I'm wearing right now, these are like my favorite like summer shorts. They're from Los Angeles Apparel. So stuff like that, like I'll invest in like good quality stuff that I know I will like, but I will not spend a lot of money. I have I have a bar.
Of course. And everyone, this is everything you just saw. Everyone, this is it's an amazing sneak peek into of course we have been talking about merch for so long. We have been working on merch in the background, and Kel has agreed to hand make every single piece.
It's me.
It's all going to be Kel. Every single bit,
I need to
packaged, posted, printed, designed. Can you imagine little mom and pop kind of business? It'd kill me. I can't even imagine packing a poster into a tube. Oh God, what if I damaged the poster? Oh yeah, you didn't hear any of that, because you don't have Bluetooth headphones. Yeah, that's all right. I was having a laugh.
George had to go out. he probably had to pee. But yes, stay tuned,
Incredible.
guys.
Creative hobbies. I've been working on a creative hobby as well. I haven't told the Kelliot yet, but if it's in the frame, I'm not sure. I'm on the other side of the frame, but there is a piano in frame right now. Perhaps you noticed there's a full-on a full on big piano that now
What
dominates.
brand is your
a lot
piano?
It's a Casio, like the watch.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, great brand.
I have a
love
Casio
this
keyboard.
piano.
I was going to ask if you got like
Yes.
a Korg or something because it's red. And I was like, Elliot, please tell me you did not drop the amount of money.
No, oh no, I was like
Because it was a
beginner,
red
and then they were
keyboard.
like, "This is a red beginner." I'm like, "Great, fantastic."
Perfect.
It's like a mid, like I would say intermediate. I think is the level you do that. I think overall it was like a grand Australian, and I was like, "I'm gonna have this thing for years." That makes a lot of sense. And I'm a big like, if I sink a bit of money into it, I'll use it. I'll actually use it,
Okay.
and I feel like I need to make that money work because I knew that the ultimate thing would be. Getting it is one thing, but using it for longer than a week is another thing for me.
That's the tough part.
But I've picked it up very quickly. I really enjoy that thing. It is the most peaceful thing, sitting there and playing the keyboard. It is such a
100%.
joy. It's like, oh, it's just like, it's lovely. It's lovely. And it looks good.
It
We
does.
just don't
It
have a
looks
stool.
really nice.
We should probably get a stool. It's currently an ottoman that we use as the sit.
That's fine.
It means that my hands are like this, a bit T-Rex in it.
Just use your desk chair.
It's
You're right there.
it
Lower
yeah,
it.
you're right. You're actually right. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway,
I'm full of good ideas.
I never even thought about that. I'm like, need second chair? Yes, second chair.
Yes.
New chair, please. I love chair.
My parents are always trying to pawn off my piano that I grew up with. My grandma bought me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's a wall grand piano, and it's beautiful. It's
What is it
beautiful.
like?
It's black.
Is it like a piano?
It's it's not like a grand piano. It's a wall
Because
grand.
I keep saying this is a piano, and everyone says that's a keyboard.
That's a keyboard.
So there are things like that look like this, but you would call but they're acoustic, I guess.
You don't need to plug them in.
Yeah, well, of course, that makes sense.
That's what I grew up playing.
Why did I just think every piano needs to be plugged? That of course makes the difference. It's like a acoustic guitar and an electric guitar.
Yeah.
Of course.
And my parents
of
are like,
course.
when you get a house, you're gonna take the piano, right? And I'm like, this is a beautiful piano that's sitting in their house. And my mom acts like it's the biggest eyesore in the world.
It's literally a decoration. It's part
It's
of
like
it.
it's a beautiful
iconic.
piano.
People dream of having a piano in the living room.
Yeah.
God, it's
And I'm like,
iconic.
Mom, I grew up playing that, and your mom bought it for me.
Yeah.
Chill, okay.
Mhm.
No, I can't wait to have it. But I have a Casio keyboard. Mine was not that much money. I think I spent like $300 on mine. But I love
Thank you,
it
Kittle. Thank you, Millinote.
for funding Elliot's
For
sporadic
piano
hobbies. I mean,
dreams. It's a
that's
business
all
expense.
our sponsors do. Like, and you're like, these guys are doing ads. Think of our hobbies, because this is literally all we this is all we spend our money on. I'm buying fabric. Elliot is buying keyboard and Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that's motivation. The Pokemon cards a motivation thing.
Yeah.
I pulled some pretty good cards recently.
I bet you
I'll show them
have.
off everyone once the physical ones now. I'm into that too.
Right,
It's slippery slope, Kel.
I mean, I started
It's
buying
alright, they're
magic
hard to
cards
find.
again. So
Yeah, that's
Here we go.
Everyone, it's a vice. Everyone's got a
everybody
vice.
has everybody has their trading card vice.
They're beautiful.
It's
Some of
just-
them. They look
it-
so
it-
good.
Beautiful. Oh,
I don't
yeah.
play with them. I don't give a shit about that. You at least you play Magic, right? You know how to play it. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's better.
I played with my commander deck for the first time the other day for my Magic the Gathering heads out there. And then it was the first time I had ever played that deck. And unbeknownst to me, I have an incredible commander deck. I almost beat Matt's brother, and Matt's brother's like really good at Magic.
Yeah.
So I gave him a good run around. I was making him sweat for a while. He did end up winning, unfortunately, but
You can't
it
win
was
them all,
fun.
Kel.
It was fun.
Yeah.
To even make someone that good like a little nervous was exhilarating for me. Anyway, so we're gonna introduce a new segment, guys. We're just workshopping a title here. Maybe we'll stick to it if we come up with something else. Elliot, do you want to explain this this segment?
Yes, it's so funny. It feels like we would usually end the episode here, but we're gonna push. We're gonna push on.
We're pushing.
It's been
We're
so
pushing
long
because
since
we've been
we've done
gone,
these things.
and you guys
We've
deserve
been
more.
gone. Exactly. We will not end it with our personal lives. You guys deserve to hear all the things about the graphic design industry that you care so much about. This is a new segment, and we're gonna play a title card and a theme song. I'm sure. In the news. It's like InDesign, everyone.
It's like InDesign. Do you get it?
Yes. Into news, like InDesign, but it's about the news. And not just news, like the stuff that you doom scroll every day. News as in like event, like it's the exact same thing. Like new cultural releases of albums and design related stuff. It's a bit of everything. It's stuff that we couldn't dedicate a whole episode to, and we just want a little brief mention of it.
Yeah.
And each of us have brought a special segment with us today to discuss, and we are going to get into them right now. The first official segment, Kel, are you ready for this? The first official segment of the Inda News in Kelliot history. Guys, did you hear Cracker Barrel redesign their logo? You guys see this? Kel, did you see this? You see Cracker Barrel redesign the logo?
You would think another plane hit the towers with how big this has been.
It's insane. I thought the Jaguar logo redesign was going to be like the biggest we would see. But for those who missed it, let me recap what has happened here.
Especially people who aren't American.
Well, this is what because I had heard of Cracker Barrel, but I didn't know it was a restaurant, first of all, because it says on the thing store. I just assumed it was like a fucking...
You did
Honestly,
think Trader Joe's was a
I have no
hardware
idea.
store.
It's literally trade is in the title. It makes sense to me. Literally, I know a guy called Joe, and he works a trade. Cracker Barrel suggests to me nothing about food, especially when it says Old Country Store. I get that store is like an old-timey word for food, I think, like stores of food and stuff. So maybe it makes more sense. Cracker Barrel and a diner chain, I believe, because of course there's a chains of diners in the States. And they have this old classic logo here, which I found they have also had controversy for in the past, where people have suggested, I think, that this border here was a whip. I think someone suggested at one point. They had to come out and say it isn't. And then, of course, there is the old timer figure. I don't know. I think there's something around that or something. Anyway, they've gone and redesigned their logo, following suit as many major companies and chains have in the recent 10, 20 years, and completely minimized their design to this piece of shit. I'll say, I think this sucks so much. So the first point of this is that I think this is I think it's a bad redesign in general. But they didn't go back to it, I think, because of the fact that it's a bad redesign. The main thing they went back to is because the main omission in this new logo is, of course, the Cracker Barrel old timer. And the main thing that people were taking away from this is that Cracker Barrel had gone woke by removing the man and the barrel and resorting to just this minimalist version, which to me is the funniest thing, because I think they just did what everyone else did in just minimizing the logo, a very complicated logo that has a lot of character, but they did what kind of everyone else did, and then this is the one that gets... I mean, Jaguar was branded as woke, but the logo was less considered as woke, but more the way they unveiled their new thing. It was the video.
Incredibly dated Pantone branding around it.
Yes, this is like pure, like they just changed the logo, and then the people screamed woke. What do you think of the redesign in general? Because they've gone back to this now. Say Trump got involved, tweeted out being like, "Let's change the logo back" or something, and they went back to the original. It's fucking insane how much attention this thing got. What do you think of the redesign and the original in general? Because I think it's a shit job anyway.
This is one of those things that, like, I have very mixed feelings on Cracker Barrel as a brand. I have absolutely no tie to Cracker Barrel. I've been to a Cracker Barrel once because I'm white, but I'm not that kind of white. I am a bicoastal elite. I truly have. I only went to a Cracker Barrel once. And so it's like comfort food. It's like comfort diner food. I don't imagine it's very vegetarian friendly, so that's probably another reason why I've never really ventured on my own accord. I think I went once on a family vacation when I was in the South. That was the only time I ever went. So I guess
And I've
like
never
my
been.
my thing about
beverage.
it is that Cracker Barrel has always felt like, just like as a brand, it has always felt like it was only a matter of time before we had a come to Jesus moment about Cracker Barrel of going, this feels like it has a lot of racial undertones. Like it's
Well, it's an
like
integral part of white culture,
it's
according to the people.
well, and if white people are gonna do one thing, it's get mad over absolutely nothing. That's been the other like Schadenfreude of like this whole Cracker Barrel redesign is that like white people are gonna do one thing and it's make something that isn't a problem into a massive problem, for like no reason. Like there's no point that they're getting at. So I guess like the thing about Cracker Barrel that always confused me is that it always felt very racist. Like every like the accoutrements, everything, the styling of the stores, it has always felt like there was like a racist undertone to it. Like, and that's always been like for as long as I can remember, that's how I've always felt about Cracker Barrel. And then when I went, I remember thinking, this is like, I feel like I'm in like a Disneyland ride, and it feels like I'm going to run into like racist caricatures in there. So it was very surprising to me to see the way people reacted to Cracker Barrel, because I'm like, really? You guys cared this much about Cracker Barrel? Cracker Barrel?
It was a similar to Jaguar. I didn't think anyone like it's always that thing of like I'll never understand why people care so much. And it's that thing of like it unites people to care about graphic design for some reason. When
And
people
it's
say
like,
they
you
don't
don't drive
really
a
care
Jaguar.
about it. Yeah. No.
You drive a Toyota Camry. Why do you care about this? Like, I guess so. The thing about the actual like design itself, I looked up the Cracker Barrel name origin, because it's like hearing cracker has a racial undertone to it, not in a way that is derogatory. Like, there are white people who think cracker is a slur towards white people, and I find that very funny. That's not how racism works. So the name Cracker Barrel was chosen to give the restaurant a southern country theme and attract highway travelers. The term cracker itself originated from the Scots-Irish settlers of the southern backcountry, who were called crackers. So, and then something else says it has a late 19th century origin with reference to barrels of soda crackers once found in country stores. So that's that. Design itself, I don't understand the little kidney bean shape that it was in, and then the holding shape that they decided to put it in, this little shield thing. Why can you land a 747 between the logo itself and the edge of the holding shape?
That's the thing that makes no sense to me. But I think the kidney bean is bizarre, but it does have a little more character, obviously. But I do like the bee sitting at the bottom. Like it makes it easier. Yeah, for sure. There is so much space around it. Like an unbelievable amount of space.
It feels there's this phenomenon that happens, and I know you guys have, if you guys work with clients, you've experienced this. But there's this phenomenon where there are people who are being really fucking annoying in the design process, and it's literally like always like someone on the client end who isn't actually creatively inclined, but they think they are, and they think I am an art director. And it's like, no, you're just like the marketing manager or something for a brand. And so they will push and push and push and push and keep putting their hands in the cookie jar, and they keep interfering in the design process. And the space between the logo itself and the actual holding shape, that distance feels like it was pushed by someone who really wanted to have their opinion inserted into the logo, because there's so much space.
Yeah.
Like if it were just
It's
like
an unbelievable minisphere.
20% smaller, which is smaller than you think, but just like a little tighter, it would have felt better. Like I like the coziness of the original logo. Even if you got rid of the gentleman with the barrel, but still kept the holding shape, I would have liked that. And then I liked the top arm of the K going out into the holding shape. I thought that was fun. I don't love the font that they changed to. Do you know what Golden Corral is?
No, I don't.
So I'm gonna pull a logo up right now. So Golden Corral is like is like the other white people mecca. So very similar.
Oh, a little
Like
slab
this is what
serif kind of thing.
this is what I immediately thought of. Golden Corral is kind of like a.
Kind of love that logo.
I think it's like a buffet.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Is Golden Corral a buffet? I think it's Endless Buffet, America's #1 buffet restaurant. I know Golden Corral has shooters. I've been there a couple times, but only as a kid. So this is what it immediately reminded me of, because it's like a similar holding shape.
Yeah, it's got that border kind of thing.
Yeah.
See, I don't think the holding shape of the Cracker Barrel, the redesign is like I actually like. It's like a modern, like you've got the rounded edges in a way. It's kind of like that Squircle style.
It's like a belt buckle type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you're
it's
keeping
like,
like a southern.
cute. Yeah, I think it's like a nice
tie.
touch, but it's just the space makes no sense whatsoever.
It's so much space.
That's
Like,
just the
it's
biggest concern.
So much space.
It's like absolutely insane. So of course, everyone the world blew up about this redesign.
Absolutely, people were super normal.
Some great tweets. Here's some of my favorites that Jared's pulled that I've had a good read of, and these are very funny. This is my favorite one. In college, I worked at Cracker Barrel in Tallahassee. I even gave my life to Christ in their parking lot. Their logo was iconic, and the unique restaurants are a fixture of American culture. No one asked for this woke rebrand. It's time to make Cracker Barrel great again. And that's a different,
logo is
slightly different logo.
crazy.
I'm kind of obsessed with this other
Oh
logo.
my
The color
god,
is beautiful. That
is a beautiful logo.
Yeah, the sans serif font goes. What does it mean to give your life to Christ in their parking lot?
I'm assuming you were baptized in a Cracker Barrel parking lot. That's the most American thing. That is the most American thing.
This logo is quite.
This looks Photoshop.
That orange with that like brown is so
beautiful.
Nice.
Like a burgundy
on it. Yeah.
With that,
that's good. I love that.
So good.
That like sans serif type underneath.
This
much better than the other one.
The little cutout right here, like that little notch, and same thing like on the R's. Ooh, and then how the A is touching right. Ooh.
Even the K like swirling much more around, like connecting with the R.
Yeah.
All the way around. It's a beautiful way of doing it.
Like I really want to know their thought process behind this holding shape.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Another good one. This is a great redesign. Apparently that one didn't make the cut. We of course got this one here was very funny to me as well. I don't care how much this angers the left. I will never eat at Cracker Barrel again. I've had my last pancake or French toast breakfast at Cracker Barrel. No more bacon, no more coffee. I'll be taking my business to a local diner that supports President Trump. I think I'm still confused as to why you would capitalize. Why would you capitalize pancake and French toast breakfast, but not bacon or coffee? Something to think about. Something to think about there. Cracker Barrel had a response in the form of like a YouTuber that said something slightly controversial, with a 4-frame fucking like Facebook post. It appears here that we won't get into. I know this is just ridiculous. The font choice is kind of crazy for this one too. Is that rock grotesque underneath for our guests there?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I know rock grotesque in the back of my hand.
Interesting. That's there you go. And the love in italics in the Cracker Barrel. It's like
the R doesn't have that little leg.
True.
Foot.
Yeah.
It's
quite an interesting choice of
font. That looks more like Champion. ITC.
Yes.
Harry Styles font for Fine Line.
We love seeing how much you care about our old timer. We love him too. Uncle Herschel will still be on our menu, on our
This is
road
crazy.
signs and future generic grocery store. He's not going anywhere.
I like how old
He's
timers in
family.
quotes.
Yeah,
Our
legit. Our
Old timer.
Truly just like the most bizarre thing. But anyway, this to me, this whole saga proves to me that graphic design can indeed change the world. It can get the attention of the entire world.
It's beautiful.
And it can get put in front of the president of the greatest country in the world for him to have his say. The work we do, everyone, it has the power to do this, to
It
get
moves
people
people.
talking. It moves people. It's awesome.
Remember
like,
the Spotify stretch type thing, how people reacted about that. It's like, don't ever let anyone tell you graphic design isn't important.
no, people will care when they decide to care. That's
People
the
suddenly
thing.
become graphic designers when something happens like that. Like they're just like, I have an opinion now. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is
It's
done
like,
by
what-
professionals.
Yeah. It's always fun, and we will continue to cover these. They, I imagine, happen more and more. I feel like the people have had enough with these
Yeah.
modern redesigns. Bring back tradition. Bring back the old timer.
And when I tweeted that brands changing their logos to things like that to wash the personality out of their brands was not a recession indicator, but it is a fascism indicator, people tomatoed me. People booed me.
Is then going
But I'm
back to
telling you.
these traditional logos even more of a? I guess it depends on which ones they choose. Because this
Not
one is like they get rid of the white
necessarily.
guy. We got to bring him back.
It's more
Yeah.
so the like corporatization of brands, of things becoming
Yes.
like mega conglomerates, and then things having to become as palatable as possible because you want to cast the widest net to please the shareholders. So you slowly wash the personality out of these brands to appeal to a wider audience, when in reality you have a much stronger draw of really targeting a specific audience and then doing what you can to retain them. Instead of constantly just making your net wider and then slowly
Yeah.
washing the personality out of your brand. And for some reason, it's the Fell for It Again award. Rinse and repeat. So.
At least when Jaguar changed it, they did something a bit off kilter, something kind of different.
was
It wasn't like they
off-kilter,
didn't. It
alright.
wasn't just a traditional minimal take. They didn't just do like a sans serif font or anything. It was like something. They tried. They tried
The
something.
logo itself wasn't that bad. It was just the entire campaign around it that was so like
There's no car.
chuggy. It was
There's no car.
chuggy.
Yeah.
Let me guess, Pantone mug.
Did you see the car that they released in the actual the car itself?
Probably. I have.
It was
Can you add it to the?
yeah. I'm about
thing?
to chuck
Thanks.
it in because I don't think we covered this. But they this is what they ended up doing. Everyone, this is they did end up.
Ew.
Yeah, right. Crazy.
This looks like, and I mean this in the best way because I was once there. This looks like an Illustrator 1 final. This is like learning how to
like
use
the class.
like learning how to use gradient mesh.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like.
I will say that it does match the logo. I think kind of like it makes more sense. It's just it's a
It
bizarre
looks like a
vehicle.
weird flat Rolls Royce meets a Cybertruck.
Yes, I think when I first saw it, I actually liked it a lot. I was kind of like, "That's pretty sick." I think I saw it in action on a video.
I mean,
or
it's very
something.
like Gatsby.
But,
It's very 20s. It feels like the economy's gonna crash soon.
I still don't get why they didn't just get rid of the word in general and just commit entirely to that Jaguar logo. We know, like, Jaguar,
so
Jaguar.
good too.
It's just Jaguar. Why do we need Jaguar? Just we knew it was a Jaguar.
There's already a music label called Jaguar Jaguar.
Literally called Jaguar.
Yeah, it's under Dead Oceans. Bon Iver's signed to Jaguar Jaguar, I think.
Did you know I was gonna rebrand my entire content thing in 2019 to Elliot?
That's funny. There's still time.
I agree. Elliot is a cool guy. Needs to go. Anyway, that's enough of Cracker Barrel. Kel, what have you got to show us?
All right. I think one thing that I'm going to consistently cover for us moving forward is going to be more music industry, pop culture stuff, particularly around my pop girlies, for everything that I can legally discuss. If it's not a project that I directly worked on, um, I will talk about it in a manner that will not upset colleagues of mine. So if I'm careful around stuff that I say, it's because I want to keep my job. Capiche? So as we're filming this the week after Sabrina Carpenter's follow-up album to Short and Sweet. Man's Best Friend came out last week. And man, oh man, once again, I was unaware that branding would have such an impact on popular culture. So here we are talking about none other than Man's Man's Best Friend. And I wanted to highlight this packaging because, you know, the packaging is beautiful. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. It was done by the same people who did Short and Sweet, which was also a beautiful package. And it is done by none other than Chase Shoebridge, who has done a lot of work that you're familiar with. I think he's done some stuff for Claro, but he's in this very niche space and really does like this style well.
So sick.
Sabrina's sister, Sarah Carpenter, is the creative director, and she has been for a little bit. But I love this package. I think it is absolutely stunning. Now, this album cover is controversial. I understand why people are upset about this. And I think there is something to be said about like any sort of reinforcing any sort of like stereotypical gender roles in a time when women in particular are under an extreme amount of persecution for the time period that we live in. It's definitely a risk and is not necessarily something that I would personally take if I were in charge. But also, I think it's worth noting the context of who Sabrina is, that she is very ironic. And, you know, you can only do It's Not That Deep for so long. The famous load-bearing tweet of, it's not that deep your way into fascism type of thing. So there is that. I think we could probably do a whole episode on the alternate cover phenomenon and what that does to an album rollout campaign. I am personally I understand why we have alternate covers. I get it, because the streaming age has really changed the way we interact with albums, and it's no longer just packing everything into one solid cover because you have to convince the listener to listen to the album based off of that cover when they're, you know, rifling through at a music store. So things have obviously changed a lot, but I do think you're watering down the brand when we have alternate covers. I think maybe one alternate for a deluxe is like that I can wrap my head around, or like a re-release or like an extended cut of an album, an anniversary edition where there's like I like when there are album covers that have little modifications on them that doesn't completely redo. Like I think the deluxe cover that Sabrina did for Short and Sweet was a really good example of this. I'm gonna pull that up. Deluxe, because it was just like a nice twist on the original. So here's the deluxe versus the original.
Oh, yeah.
Was this guy. I think
it's like same shoot, different photo kind of thing. Yeah.
I think this is a much better photo. This feels really, really polished. I like how the light is nice on this. Now, in regards to this photo itself, messaging aside, I don't love the photo. I don't think it's a very strong photo. I think there are other photos that she did as alternate covers that I feel like would have been better. Again, like principle of what is being portrayed here aside, I think there were better photos in some of like the alternate covers. So there's that. But this little napkin with the scribbly type on it with the cup rings, the wine stains. What a beautiful, beautiful, like this is the back cover, I'm assuming, with the track listing. And then, oh, wait, maybe. No, this is the inner sleeve. This is the inner sleeve. This is the back
that one
cover.
on the right's the back. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
I love that photo.
This, like, phenomenal photo. This is beautiful. So I absolutely love this, and I'm gonna pull in some of these other photos. This is the center disc label. There's so much pressure on a disc label. You are working with a shockingly small space, and depending on the label, there's a lot of legal copy that you have to cram in here. Fun thing that you can keep an eye out for, on every single piece of physical music, you will find a catalog number, which is the legal registration of the music itself. So you will see it on CDs, you'll see it on like the inner sleeves, you'll see it on the disc label, you will see it on the back cover. Pretty much anywhere you see legal copy, you will see this catalog number, and you have to put it on everything. It's like a copyright essentially. It's what is assigned to the actual music itself. So you have to have that on everything, and it has to be legible at all times. So there's no track listing on this disc, which is interesting. Sometimes they put track listings, sometimes they don't. I don't love putting track listings because it's just an unnecessary amount of type that you have to cram into a really small space, and I'd rather do cool art like this. Like, this is so cool. I love this. And like just these other, like the photos are really, really good. This design with like up here with the cutouts of the hearts, like this would have been a phenomenal album cover. I would have loved this.
Everything kind of like existing in like a void like space is very cool too. Like that is like such a distinct thing that's running through like a lot of the photos that I think is not in the album cover as well, which is interesting. I feel.
Yes, definitely. Like I think it reflects more of like what I think the other message of the album is more of like her perspective of having this very hot and cold relationship with liking and wanting men, but men are horrible. And so it's this very like isolated experience. And I think that's portrayed really well in like some of these other photos. And like the type down here, it is so like, what a nice place for the type. Like eyeline wise, it flows so beautifully. This is, I think, the gatefold. And it's just like, oh my God. Rarely do you get photos this beautiful for like a campaign. Like this is truly, every single thing is just so well thought through. And they really put a lot of effort into, I think this is for the CD. But just like all the photos that came with it. Like I
we'll
think
get the
like,
nice grade over it too. It's like very, very like tied
yes.
together. It's real nice.
Like her music videos are really congruent with the same direction. The Man-Child video was like, it needs Oscar worthy. It was just so beautiful. I absolutely love it. So this is definitely something that I want to get my hands on, because it is just so stunning. Can I bring that to the front? Thanks. But yeah, the cup ring in here is so good. Beautiful CD. It's just, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed in every sense of the word. Bring to front. Like, and I think it matches Sabrina's brand really well too. Like at the end of the day, This feels like a very distinct brand. This is someone who has a very distinct creative vision. There are very obviously creative directors and art directors involved in this that are on the same page. And if you've worked on a couple campaign rollouts, you can really start to see when there is a disconnect in the creative, because it'll come through pretty obvious to even like a slightly trained eye. This is someone who has it together. This is a very, very cohesive creative direction. So hats off to Sarah, Chase, Eddie, and then the photos are by Bruce Anderson and Chloe Chippendale. So phenomenal
Very
stuff.
good stuff.
Let me move this to the front so
It's
you
a
guys
nice
can...
like upside to, I would say, like a trend of big artists realizing how much their audience will buy if they release like more and more different like versions of the album or like different styles and like that. It is nice at least that allows for creation of like quite incredible assets to create like just a whole like visual identity for,
and not just to like
something simple
do
as an album.
alternate covers just for the sake of selling more. I would really like if we, put all this effort into, because like creative costs a lot of money, like, and for good reason, because this is what you can do with it.
Yeah.
Look at the mileage you can get out of good creative. And like this is like worthy of buying. Like,
yeah, that's it's like
I want
it's like a
this.
souvenir almost, like it's a decoration.
Yes.
Like it's real, not just
It's
there's no
art.
longer like it's not just the symbolic meaning to have that album in your
just for the sake of having
like,
the
to own
music.
it.
It's like I want the package to go with
it's
it.
real cool.
They better submit this for a record package. Chase, if you're watching, submit this. Submit this for a record package, please. So phenomenal
Very
stuff.
cool.
Like wow.
Unreal.
Two sides of the coin. We have Cracker Barrel and Sabrina Carpenter.
It's truly like it's just the news has been, it's just some great stuff has come out in the past.
Again, this is the dichotomy of America.
Yeah.
This is it.
You have to have one, you must have the other. It's very important.
It's the pendulum.
And guys, that brings us to the end of our first ever In the News.
Yeah.
Which sounds like InDesign, but it's not related to InDesign. It's and apparently my idea of Photos Hop, where we hop between photos that we've collected, isn't a good title. Apparently, I got really beat up in the group chat about that one. It wasn't very.
Everybody was
really
like, tomato.
Shut the fuck up, man. I was like, what? Photos Hop.
Get this guy out of here.
That's hilarious. And with that, we'll wind down this Kelliot episode with an introduction of another segment. Would you believe? We actually
this episode is so long.
I know. We didn't. I mean, what we projected an hour 40. It'll probably sit around that point. We're not doing anything wrong. We're not doing anything wrong.
It's what the people deserve. It's what the people deserve. There's so much.
Exactly. There's simply so much for us to cover. So we'll get right into a few things that we want to do every week for our community. The first, of course, being we would love to, you guys put so much work into your designs when we design and you guys design along with us, that we'd love to give them some more screen time to shout out some pretty cool designs that you guys are making. So we'd love to quickly give a little mention to a submission of the kelliotsaidso every week. And the first one, I don't know if you've seen this, Kel, but I will share my screen.
I didn't want to see. I didn't want to look at them until we started.
Have a look at this one here. This is by account What's Neve Doing? Going, of course, to our trading card episode, and this is pretty sick. This is a pretty incredible design. We have, I think, 9 different cards here, which is like unbelievable. 9 different cards. Shout out to Caitlin Ford, Aussie legend. But this is, and then we've got some close-ups that I can scroll through as well here. Look at that. Unreal, eh?
Incredible.
Lovely job on the type. Different fonts for all of them?
Do we have Sophia Wilson on here?
Maybe on the big one. But Neve, you've done an incredible job here. Love the different color palette for each of them as well, but there is a sense that they all belong together. It's
I like
quite
that these
lovely.
feel like Rizo prints.
Yes.
Or Rizo.
Yeah.
I also like the little dashes because it feels like, and this is like a weird example, but I have always liked the design of like acid tablets of like where like the perforations land when they have like cool art printed on top. That's what this feels like, but I mean that in like a complimentary manner.
I
just
have
like
some art printed
how
on those sheets. That Jay Crumb, if you know Jay Crumb, very talented illustrator, used to sell, and they're sick. They're so like it gives it such a nice like a nice texture. Awful to ship and like they're so fragile. It's kind of crazy.
It's almost like they're meant to dissolve.
yes, you would think so.
Yeah. Beautiful
little
work.
like embedded elements here as well.
Yeah.
With this little shield. That's so sick.
The little star with the number in the inside, like that holding shape is so mwah. Like that's
So cool.
what a nice little detail that is.
Great job, Nev. 2 days ago. So cool.
Just in time. They knew. We were lurking.
That brings us to our next segment. It's our song of the week, Kel. We haven't updated this in so long. So Kel, what's your song of the week?
Worry not. My song of the week is, of course, Nobody's Son by Sabrina Carpenter. It makes me want to float in the pool on a raft after possibly killing a man.
Nice.
It's a wonderful song. Oh my God. I love it so much. It is an earworm. I'm warning, if this song enters your brain, it is never going to exit. It has a absolute diabolical hook.
Love that.
And bridge. Oh my God. I love it so much. Sabrina, Jack Antonoff. We've done it again.
We're nearly at 1,000 saves of the Kelliot Song of the Week.
That's crazy.
That's wild. That is wild. 950.
That's crazy. What is yours, Queen?
Mine is a song called JoJo by Nourished by Time, from their new album, The Passionate Ones. New, it won't be new, of course. It's been out for a while already. Nourished by Time, I've been on them for a while. Absolutely incredible. I think it's just the one guy. And he's a solo project, Marcus Brown. He is quite incredible. It's got such a aura, each of the songs, because like he puts these like harmonics on his voice or something that like makes it sound like a whole choir is singing, but like just him at the same time. And it's very like overwhelming, but in such a good way. And really good shit. The new album itself is like unreal, but it's just very like satisfying music to listen to. Like it really like just I've had it on repeat. The new album and all the old ones for the last few months. So shout out to Nourished by Time. That is my song of the week.
Beautiful.
Too easy. And I think we're scrapping font of the week, right?
I'll carry the torch.
You got one?
I'll carry the freaking torch, okay? It is by Ray Larrabee from Typodermic. It is, of course, available through Adobe Fonts if you have the Adobe Fonts subscription. This is my favorite collegiate font. You can use it in so many ways. I use there's an unbelievable tension between me and Octane right now. Like it is an all-time high at my usage. I'm putting this font in every single project. It is so versatile. I love it so much. Especially if you make it like a little fucked up looking. Oh my God. Beautiful. I will try to carry the torch on font of the week.
I was thinking of just spending like a good 10 minutes batching like 10 and then just having the list that I can pull off every week.
Yeah,
and I was like, that would make it easier than finding it during the episode, which is usually my
I just go off what
downfall.
I'm really using right now.
Yeah.
And I've been using I've been pulling a lot of type from old type books. So I've been doing a lot of like scanning and then just rearranging letters that way. So I'm not using a lot of like active like fonts. I'm pulling a lot of vintage type. So But I could start referencing those in my old type books too, because a lot of them are like out of not out of print, but they're not like digitized.
And that's the beauty of the font of the week. It's up to you.
Maybe the font of the week is about the fonts we forget about along the way.
So true. So true. Fonts of old. Well, that does it for our first episode back, everyone. I'm so glad I had to get so much off my chest. I feel relieved. I've been holding in all this podcast energy for the last 3 months. And finally I get to get it out of my system. And now I get to crash for the rest of the day.
I have a birding trip very early tomorrow morning that I have to go get ready for.
Yeah.
Woo. Thank you so much for hanging around, guys. Big things coming, but we actually meet it. But we actually like for realsies mean it.
Like have a notion and shit. It's actually like insane. Yeah.
Everybody say hello to Jared.
Give Jared some love.
Give Jared some love. Jared's been like a longtime follower in my community and has like been there for just like years and years and years. Like for as long as I can remember, Jared's been there. So it was a very like logical step for him to come and step into the role for like our wrangler, if you will, to help keep us on track.
Yeah.
Our handler, to keep us driving the ship straight forward. Ultimately, because we really believe in Kelliot, and since we had been gone, it only reinforced just how much people really believe in graphic design podcasts.
Collaborative YouTube channels.
Collaborative YouTube channels.
Oh yeah.
So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, if you will. So we're very happy to be back, and thank you everyone for sticking around.
Thanks for being
here. Tell your
here,
friends
guys.
about
That's
us.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for being here, everyone. Check out our YouTube videos that we may have posted in the time that we did the solo content. And where's Kel's hug, everyone? Sort it out.
If you want some bonus content, you can head over to our Patreon, where you can get some extra fun little things that we're adding there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you want to contribute to stuff that we are pulling from our audience, other than the kelliotsaidso hashtag, but other more specific stuff, any like questions, polling and stuff, you can go head over to our Patreon if you want to contribute in that way as well. And you can help support our silly hobbies, such as piano and sewing.
And check us out on Instagram too. Give us a follow there. We post some good stuff over there.
Yes.
We've got a whole
subscribe on YouTube. 5 stars on Spotify.
God, everything.
We have
everything.
Wait, do we still have a perfect rating on Spotify?
Yeah. I checked the other day. Don't worry. We're good. We're 1.1K with 5 stars. It's a pretty amazing feeling. It's a pretty incredible feeling, guys. Not gonna lie. Pretty awesome feeling. Thank you so much. But yeah, I guess we'll see you all next week. For some more Kelliot goodness. We might be designing, we might be talking fonts, we might be doing anything, but you'll know it'll be good. And
another brand could release a generational like dog shit logo, and everybody and their mother will ask me. That was the biggest thing. What do you think about Taylor and Travis getting engaged? And what do you think about the Cracker Barrel logo? What about how's Kelly?
Yeah. What about where's Kelliot?
Yeah, where's Kelliot?
How about that?
Huh, what happened to Kelliot? But no,
how's the kids?
The kids don't call anymore. I miss my hearing. They don't call me anymore. We'll see you next week, guys.
See you guys. Have a good one.
Take care.
Bye now.